Hi everyone, my name is Laura Lynn from Laura Lynn's Alterations and Creations, and I'm hosting February Sew Along Spring Theme Table Runners. So what we have here is we are starting week 3. So I'll do a little prep of what we had from week 2 because it was really simple. It's just pin some sandwiches together. So we had your base, and then your batting, and then your top, and you were just pinning everybody together nice and snug to do some stitching. Okay. So in your stitching, you have a few options. You can do straight. I've left my system set up the way it is right now for just straight stitching. It is a sandwich. Just hold it steady and move it through at its own little pace. For free motion, you're going to want one of these little cute feet. There's a short shank and a long shank. Make sure you have the right one for your machine. And of course, to change the feet with. All right, so I'll put those off to the side. So just to make sure you have all your settings correct on your sewing machine before stitching on your placemats, just make sure you're good to go here on your regular home domestic. And have a whichever stitch length you like. I have mine set for 3.0. And you can just do straight stitches just like that all the way through your placemat without any issues. A couple inches apart, your cross hatching, whatever you like. Okay, that's stitching nice. Snip. Okay, so we'll try it on our created tablecloth now. And I'll show you both ways, free motion and this way. So you don't always have to have a free motion foot to sew your stuff together. So I'm just going from one edge here. Do a little back step. Just work your way through. Put a little wiggle on it if you like. I don't want to go too crazy. Show you both, so no worries. And you can come past your line because you're going to put binding on and stuff like that too, so no worries. You can either just pivot or shift it. I like to work from behind towards me, so put that under my foot here. There we go. And just be creative. Go anywhere you want to go. Just don't run over your pins. So you don't like it. Alright, so it shows you there. Snippers here. There we go. This one's over one. And you can fill it up as much as you like. Okay, so I'm just going to switch my foot out and show you some free motion. Okay, so I moved my big table. It's very movable. It came with my machine as a quilting machine. It's a Janome, and since my button's a little sticky, that's my feed dogs right here. You drop those and set your stitch to 0, just in your straight stitch. Okay, and then we need to switch out the foot. Your free motion quilting foot on. Make sure you tighten that screw. Last thing you want is a floppy foot. Okay. Slide my table back together. Okay. Now the key to this one is making sure you have your bottom threads pulled up to the top before you start stitching. So that's really easy. Just bring your needle up and down and taking your top thread and just give a little tug. Pulls your bottom threads right up. Just kind of tuck them under, hold them off to the side for first right off. You can do a couple of little stitches to keep them steady there. You can do a little snip, get them out of your way. Now here's the time where you can be very creative. You can take one of your water soluble pins or just air dry pins. It takes time. And you can do a swirl, come back, another swirl, whatever you like. You can do just even just loops, whatever makes you feel happy. Okay, so I will just use that as my base, so you can I can show you just how easy it is to do free motion quilting. Now you are controlling the needle as if you were drawing with a pencil. I'm not following exactly my lines, but at least it gives me an idea of where I want to go and how I want to get out of a swirl, and which direction I want to travel. For machine setting, I'd suggest go to, if you normally have like high, low, and medium, I put mine right at medium and just pedal to the metal all the way down. Why not? And just be careful when you're stitching. If you go really fast like this, you're going to get really big stitches, just like I did right there. If you go slow, you're going to get really tight stitches. Okay? So you are in control of it. Go as fast or as slow as you like. And then just fill up your square. Okay, so now we know it's working all right. I will start on my tablecloth, or my placemat, sorry. And I'll just do it on this placemat because I kind of like the idea of having a little bit of both, of free motion and machine stitching on here. All right. This is where you let your creativity fly. And it's, you know, not everything's perfect. I don't have perfect stitches all the time. I'm not perfect myself, so. But I sure have a lot of fun. I'm just going to fill my circle area in here, this part of the circle, just in with this little meander loop. Just go where I want to go. Try not to overlap them, but you know, if it does, that's okay too. Come to a pin that you want to stitch next to, just come up to it, stop, make sure your needle's in the down position, lift your little foot, take your pin out, shift back, put down your foot, and continue. Just that easy. Be afraid to stop and shift your hands. Get a better position. Make sure you kind of stitch past your circle, just to make sure everything's going to be stitched together. Stitch over your applique or just around it, or you can even just echo your applique. If you're having trouble of ideas of what to do in this space, you can just echo your own little applique pattern. Oop, I looped my foot there. 1 second. There we go. What happened there, that was a big stitch that my free motion foot hooked into. So I should be making them a little bit smaller. Just take the time, fill in the space as much as you like. You don't have to do as heavy as I'm doing right now, or you can even do it more so. Have a fancy, oops, got hooked on it. See, I should have moved that before I started. My bad. You can even have very intricate pattern, like feathers or leaves or just paisleys. I'm just doing some more smaller stitches around the circle there, just to finish her up. There we go. Okay, I finished on the outside there. And I will do a little tie off. Or, sorry, cut, not tie off. And then you can see right there. And you can use complementary thread like I did here, blue on this side. I did gray on the back. And then it's kind of like an artwork from both sides. You don't even have to have the ones with the circles on it if you don't want it out for your tablecloth, table placement. Continue to do your free motion throughout your placemats, or your straight stitching or curve stitching, whatever it is you desire to do. That concludes week 3 for our February Sew Along with Laura Lynn's Alterations and Creations. I'll see you back here for week 4 when we finish it all up. Thank you.